In this video, I'm going to teach you how to install a plugin that will let you email all of your users. Now, we are here on my test site, and I'm going to walk you through the process of adding the plugin, activating it, and actually emailing users. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, it's always a great idea to keep in touch with your users. I email my subscribers, for example, if you're a member of the Learn to Blog website. If you're a member there, you get emails occasionally from me every time I add a new course or a new video or a new plugin. So rather than going through and just pulling out user email addresses, I'm going to show you an easy way where you can do really a mass email to all of your users or subscribers at once. Now, you do that by going to plugins, and I don't have it installed. I'm going to go through the entire process. I'm going to click on Add New. And remember, in WordPress, there's a plugin probably for anything you can imagine doing. So if I go to Plugins, Add New, and I want to email users, and we'll see what comes up, and you can see there are a lot of matches. 5,291 items match that. But basically all I want to do is just email users. I don't want to do anything fancy. I don't want to do split lists or this or that. I simply want to send out an email to my users. So when I'm looking at plugins, I look at a couple of things. Number one, what's the best match for the search term? Because a lot of these things, if you scroll down and actually look, they really have nothing to do with what I want to do. There are different things: email newsletters, setting up email logins, getting emails before download. I simply want to email users, so always read the description. You can go and get more details if you like. For example, if I want to see more information about the email users plugins, I can get it here. I can look at the installation, which is always very simple. It's just one click. I can look at, sometimes they have screenshots, sometimes they have an FAQ. So this is what I'm going to do because I really just want a simple module. It looks like it's got over 10,000 active installs. It's got 4.5 stars, which is a good rating for me. You know, the rating system is just like a rating system anywhere else on eBay or Amazon or that sort of thing. It's basically a review or a rate by a user. So this one's got pretty good ratings. It looks like what I'm going to do is, or it looks exactly like what I need. So I'm just simply going to click Install Now. And it installs pretty quickly. I'm going to go and I'm going to activate the plugin. Always remember, when you install plugins, most of them you have to do a physical activation on. And now over on the left-hand menu, I have a new link called Email Users. It's also been added to my plugins here. If I ever want to get rid of it, I can come here and deactivate it or whatever. So let's click on Email Users and see what we have here. Right out of the gate, I have the option of emailing individuals on my list. Now remember, these are going to be users, and because this is my test system, I only have just 2 or 3 users in here, and most of them are me just testing. I've got a couple of administrators. I've got one listed as a subscriber, and that's the important thing to know, because when you're using this email, you are going to choose which role you want to email to, because I may have thousands of subscribers and I may have a couple of administrators. So let's go back to email users. So I can send individual message. You can send an email to one or more users by selecting them individually. This is a great option if you are only going to mail out a handful and you want to pick them. I want to send out to my entire group. So I'm going to click. It gives me the option of sending HTML or plain text email. HTML looks better, but plain text has a better chance of escaping the spam filters. You choose whichever one you want. Next, it's got the sender email. That's going to be you. Now, you can select multiple groups by pressing the Control key. Only groups having at least one user that accepts group emails appear here. So if I look at my recipients, I have the option of either emailing all of my administrators, all of my subscribers, or I can do both by clicking the Control key. Next, I'm going to just choose subscriber. And I'm going to type in my subject. This is a test email. Now, keep in mind, when you are emailing, there are certain keywords that will trigger spam filters. We're not going to go into that lesson here. But if you type in something like download your free plugin now, chances are it's going to go into a spam filter. So you want the subject to be something fairly innocuous. I would when I'm emailing the list, I always say update to the video course from Tim. Keep it personal. And here is where you can type in your greeting. You can do either using the visual mode, which you should be used to posting pages and posts in WordPress, or you can do it in the plain text mode. Visual mode is just fine. Remember that you can add links, you can add media. If you have the YouTube plugin, you're able to add video. It works pretty much like you are creating a WordPress page. So there's my short message. All right, once you've got your message, make sure you proof it, because this plugin does not give you the option of sending a preview or test email. There were some plugins that do, but this is just a very simple one that I'm using here. That looks good to me, so now I'm going to just go down and click Send Email. And depending on how many recipients you have, it can take just a few seconds or it can take a few minutes. One of my websites, I have 15,000 members. So when I do a group email to them, it takes quite a few minutes. It's something that I just let run and go back and check on later. So if you scroll down, it will give you the message. So if you look at the top, it will tell you email sent to 1 user. Remember, this is a test account. I only have 1 subscriber here. So if you had had multiple users, it would have put that number right there. So that's it. This is a very simple plugin, very easy to use. It's going to be over in your left-hand menu. You can go through the dashboard as we did, or you can just come in and choose send to users, send to groups. You can also look at your user settings. This will show you your subscribers and which ones are open to notifications. And these email notifications are coming off of the user profile. For example, let's go over to users and let's look at the Tim Testing subscriber. And this is that user's profile page. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see email preferences. And there are 2 checkboxes there: accept to receive post or page notification emails. That simply means that when a new post is made to the blog or website, this person will get an email notification. Or accept to receive emails sent to multiple recipients. If those boxes are checked, they are open to notification emails and they will get those. Now, those are checked automatically when a subscriber subscribes. If you get an email back from a subscriber that says, hey, I don't want to receive email from you, you can go here and turn off those options, update that user. And then when I go back into email users, user settings, you are going to see that Tim Testing notifications are now off, meaning that Tim Testing will not receive email notifications or blasts that I send out. So that's it. There are a lot of email plugins that you can use. This one is just very simple, very quick, very easy. You just figure out what you need the plugin to do, and then you go to the plugin marketplace and search for the one that is right for you.